I think it's just a really nice building to be in, for one. I mean, the atrium helps because everywhere is really light and very bright and light and airy. It just feels like a nice place to go into work to every day. I think the other good thing as well about being in Barnsley is it's so easy to get to Leeds or Sheffield because we're literally straight outside the interchange too.
I think as soon as you come in, it's a bit of a gem, isn't it? Barnsley's hidden gem. The events as well that happen just get people more. But yeah, you can just tell the doors are opening a lot more. It is nice to come to work, definitely when you've got a good environment.
More than anything, my productivity has gone up a lot more and been more inspired by seeing everything else going off around and just being in a nice creative environment. I think you naturally just feel more inspired, and it's nice walking in and getting to meet fresh faces and collaborating. You know, we've already got a couple of little collaborations in, like with the guys across from us. And it's nice just to get that inspiration, and also people to take stuff from you. It gives you that little bit of that positivity boost, which I think is really good.
It feels like it's a large company and there's different departments and we all work for the same company, and every so often you see him, you'll see while you're having your dinner, you see down there, and somebody might be playing table tennis, you'll come and have a chat. And it feels like that, it feels like a community.
I've just enjoyed my last 2 years working here, and it's been a great experience, and it's been nice to meet everybody that I've met and all the business people, and it's just nice to feel part of a team. Even though we are cleaners, we still feel part of a team.
I think it's definitely become more friendly. It's definitely, and rather than being just business, it's business, and people want to come and just have a chat and have a coffee. For me, it don't feel like work. It's a nice place to be.
It's a building that when everybody comes in, they want to come back to it because it's so relaxing and so friendly. It's just got a great atmosphere. And I think down here, especially with me doing the coffee, it's become a bit of a meeting place as well, and people can, you know, just relax and have 5 minutes. At first you're serving people and you're serving customers, but now it's as though I'm serving friends every day. It's like having an extended family. It's completely changed my life.
My name's Matt Perrier, and the business is Perrier Catering that I do with my wife. We're a catering company that does bespoke catering. Mainly the fears were the fears of the unknown. The fear of the competition, whether we would be able to be as good as we thought we should be, what legislation there was, dealing with accountants, dealing with solicitors, all these kind of things. So it's quite a long-winded journey. So both myself and my wife had worked in restaurants for years and years and years, and I'd set up an outside catering wing of the restaurant where we actually met. And for quite a few years there, we kind of realised that both of us, the main thing that we enjoyed was doing outside catering and doing private bespoke events. So then when I happened to be leaving my job and my wife was leaving her job, we decided to put the feelers out and do it a little bit on our own and see how it went. And we've kind of never looked back, and it's turned out to be the best thing that we've ever done, because we now do exactly what we want to do for completely unique people, and it's brilliant. We provide a complete bespoke service to every event that we do, so rather than you having a standard A, B or C menu, we prefer to work very closely with each client and tailor every menu and every aspect of service to exactly what they want for whether it's a wedding, whether it's a corporate event or whatever event it happens to be. We heard about them through Enterprising Barnsley a couple of years ago, through someone else that had been doing something with them. And that's how we got in contact with them. In terms of what they've done for us, it's massive, absolutely massive. They've put us in contact with the right people in terms of accountants, in terms of solicitors for looking through contracts, literally everything. I would say they've literally springboarded us forward further than we could have thought we would have got without them. And it's just been a really good, useful tool for us as someone like the entire team of people to lean on when we have any questions from. We're suddenly starting to look at hire people to anything really, and yeah, we couldn't have got to where we are without their help. Recruitment is the latest one that they're helping us with, and so I mean they've literally helped us with anything from, like I said, reading through contracts for when we took on our premises for our kitchen, forcing us to ask questions of ourselves that we hadn't even thought that we needed to ask ourselves, in terms of where do we want the business to be going, helping us do a full business plan, helping us to lay out the business for the short term and the long term. So yeah, completely invaluable.
A heart restarting revolution. Every minute counts in treating someone suddenly struck by cardiac arrest. A defibrillator, when combined with CPR, is effective in saving lives in up to 70% of cases, if treatment can be administered within 3 to 5 minutes of collapse. Yet, of the 60,000 people experiencing an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest in the UK each year, currently only 7% survive. Why is this? The simple answer is money. Due to their high cost, defibrillators are not available everywhere they need to be.
Defibrillators, or heart restarters as they're sometimes called, are life-saving pieces of equipment. If someone has an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, it's absolutely imperative to get a defibrillator to the patient as quickly as possible. But often that's quite difficult because it can be a long way to go to find the nearest defib. Currently across the country, there are many defibs that people have put into the community on the outside of buildings or in receptions, some in schools, some in leisure centres. But unfortunately, defibs are used very rarely at out-of-hospital cardiac arrests. Our hope is that if we put more defibs into the community and we put them in places where we know cardiac arrests are most likely to occur, that when an emergency does happen, there'll be a defib nearby to use. And we hope that one day defibrillators will be as common as fire extinguishers and located in the parts of the community where we know they will do the most help. It's fantastic that charitable organisations and community groups at the moment are willing to buy defibrillators and put them into their communities, but they're extremely expensive. It can cost more than £1,000 just to buy a defibrillator, and then even more to buy a box and to mount it in the right place. And we're hoping that a low-cost defib that's a fraction of the price will mean we can put many more of these units out into places where they can save lives.
With your support, we can place defibrillators in communities across the UK. Driver First Assist is a not-for-profit community interest company delivering award-winning training to save the lives of road crash victims. During this work, we realised how we can also save the lives of cardiac arrest victims. Working with a well-established medical equipment manufacturer, we've developed a defibrillator which is 80% cheaper to produce than current options, bringing costs down from £1,000 to only £220. With your help, we could place these in all schools, colleges, restaurants, businesses and shops, where they'll be needed in an emergency. We're calling it a heart restarting revolution, and we'd like you to play a part in it. We've already invested significantly to produce a production-ready, internationally type-approved defibrillator. And like all other defibrillators, it carries the CE mark and fully complies with EN 60601 regulations, so low cost does not equate to low quality. Driver First Assist has the support of the emergency services and is already helping the NHS by minimising the seriousness of injuries caused by RTCs. Mass distribution of defibrillators will minimise the call on NHS resources in treating cardiac arrest victims. Will you join the revolution and help us save thousands of lives every year?